Smash. We are live at Rock on the Range 2014, and I got a band here that's not playing today, but you hear them on Rock 105 all the time, like a storm, and I've got Chris here. How are you, man?
I'm doing awesome. Awesome. It's raining out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of making me homesick.
Homesick? Well, where's home exactly?
Well, currently hotel rooms all across the country, but originally New Zealand. But it rains a lot in New Zealand. So
you're used to this,
I'm used to it.
So you should be happy, not homesick. Just be like,
well,
oh,
no,
I feel like I'm
in
at
a
home.
good way.
Right.
Home well, I guess.
Yeah. It's
Home
funny
healthy.
because I hail from Ohio.
Oh, awesome.
And when I'm here, there's this special pizza place that I love. It's called Wedgwood Pizza. And so one of our record reps brings us, I don't know, you probably see pizza boxes everywhere, brings us pizza from here. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is why I come to Rock on the Range. And the music.
But mostly the pizza.
So what brought you here? Are you guys like traveling through, so you decided to stop? Or you wanted to experience Rock on the Range?
Both. You know, we played Rock on the Range a couple of years ago, and we had such an awesome time. We were playing about an hour up the road last night, and then in Michigan tonight. So we had a few hours off, and we were like, let's come and hang out.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. So you guys sent me something from New Zealand, I guess, is where this contraption, this instrument, I can never pronounce it. I say didgeridoo, but what is it?
Didgeridoo.
It is?
Perfect.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And I tried to play it. I had not got the hang of it yet, and I look ridiculous when I do it. But for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, it's like, how long do you think this thing is? It's pretty long.
Well, the acoustic ones are about a meter or something, and then the live ones I use are up to 2 meters. Almost.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So do you guys play that instrument in your set, in your live set, and on the album? You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so without the being, the didgeridoo here, tell me how I'm supposed to master this instrument, because it's all in the blowing.
It is.
Which sounds really dirty, but
does,
I've never
it?
played an instrument in my life, like a flute or anything like that, so I know there's a special way you have to probably put your mouth or something.
There are like a few different parts. I mean, it's the oldest wind instrument in the world, so it's like tens of thousands of years old. And I guess first you got to make a sound, which you kind of blow through your lips.
Can you do it?
Now you want me to be
No, but then I'm going to do it with you. I want you to teach me. Look, I'm looking at your lips.
Exactly. There you laugh. You want
so
me to did that help you? There you go.
That's how you blow in it?
Well, that's the first part. And then you incorporate your voice and you move your tongue and your mouth. And then the hard part is to keep the sound going.
So are you humming in it or singing in it? Like we said, incorporate your voice.
The closest thing you would compare it to, almost like a beatbox type of thing in it. You're making rhythms with your voice and then moving your tongue to create different harmonics, different sounds.
That sounds really technical.
And then
I'm just going to go.
Yeah, well, that'll work. At least 5 seconds of pure enjoyment.
I'll be on stage playing the instrument, I'll pass out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You got to keep it going, so you have to circular breathe, and that's the hardest part of it, I guess.
So is that instrument's really popular in New Zealand, but or is it not?
No, it's actually from Australia.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I heard it. We went on a holiday there, and I just heard it was the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. So I kind of set about trying to figure out how to learn it. Thank you to the internet and YouTube and all that stuff. Literally, that's how I learned.
Oh, I'll have to YouTube it then and practice. So then when you guys come through North Carolina to visit us, I will have mastered the didgeridoo. And
that's so you claim. I hope so. I tell you what, if you master it, then you can get up on stage and do it with me. Or if you're really bad, then you can get up on stage and do it.
Deal, because I don't care. I embarrass myself on a day-to-day basis on the air, so I will not care. So let's talk about you guys a little bit. You're pretty new on the scene as far as getting on airplay and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about, what you guys, where you're from. Well, obviously New Zealand, but just kind of a little bit synopsis of your history.
Okay, so, 3 of us are brothers.
Oh, your brothers.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This is Jesse. He's sitting there. He's from Nashville, and this show number 6 with us, I think.
Oh, so you're just kind of I don't know if we're in the camera here, Jess.
I don't know if he's in the camera there either.
There you go. There you go. Pan over to Jess. All right.
And so the 3 of us are brothers from New Zealand originally, and we've been touring in the States since '09. And we kind of moved to Canada and made our first record in LA, and then Mark Tremonti from Alter Bridge and Creed heard our first record. They took us out on a
that's
Creed
awesome.
tour in '09, and since then we've been touring. We toured with Shinedown and Drowning Pool and Puddle and Mud, Alter Bridge. A bunch of times.
What's the music scene like in New Zealand compared to here in the States?
I mean, the music Well, it's tough because New Zealand's two small islands.
Yeah.
So you can't really tour in the same way that you can.
Right.
I mean, that's what we love about being here is we can just tour like easily.
Yeah, we're
3
very
months a
spoiled
year.
here in the States with all the rock shows that we get, you
Yeah,
know.
but I think as a band, we are too, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. It's so much fun to just play night after night. In New Zealand, you know, you're lucky if you can do a tour that's a week or something, and then you got to go and wait till the next year.
Yeah.
So it's an awesome place to live, but you don't really get to just grow.
Well,
as a
do they
band.
have an active rock following in New Zealand, or what's the popular music genre there?
It's kind of it's interesting. I mean, bands like Tool and Korn and Metallica will do really well
Right.
there, but it's a group of diehards. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I guess, you know, like anywhere, maybe pop music's pretty
Yeah.
big, and New Zealand has a big British influence too. But I mean, we
Yeah.
always grew up loving, you know, American rock bands and stuff. So that's why we wanted to tour here.
Well, it's funny to me too with music nowadays. You know, like country is really big right now, but if you listen to country or you go to a country show, it's very rock oriented.
I know.
You know, and we're like the redhead stepchild of the music industry, and I don't understand it because we're like the base of it, if you think about it. Because even pop music nowadays is very 70s disco rock sounding.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a cool time in rock music. I think there's a lot of, you know, people starting to push the boundaries, and there's still a lot of new stuff to develop and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, definitely, you look at these genres, and they're borrowing a lot from rock music.
Yeah.
So.
Rock's not going anywhere. So are you guys, I know you said you're touring now, you're doing a show in Michigan, but are you guys, do you have anything, other big tours coming up you're allowed to talk about that you're going to be coming through again through North
don't
Carolina?
know. Well, we're doing some Scott Stapp shows in North Carolina.
Oh,
13th
I hadn't
and
heard
14th
about the dates.
Next month.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's Wilmington and.
Oh, I'll be
something
at that
else.
show because that's where we're at.
Bring your didgeridoo. All
I
right?
will. You guys actually make a point. I will get on the phone with Julia. We'll make a date and have
that'd
you
be
come to the
awesome.
studio
That'd be
too.
awesome.
You guys
Yeah.
could play a couple
That'd be
acoustics and
wicked. We'd
we'll
love that.
throw you on the air. So, well, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Well, and also we're looking forward to you know, having you guys come through with Scott Stapp and on your own headlining tour. Are you guys ever going to do something like that smaller?
Yeah, we will do. You know, at the moment we're just touring and supporting bands,
Yeah.
which is cool. We do headline shows in a lot of states in the US, and we're just sort of building them all up. So
Okay, well, hopefully you'll
we
do one
definitely
in,
will. We
in
definitely
North
will.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to meet you guys
Yeah, you
finally.
too.
Thank
for
you
everything.
again for the didgeridoo. I'll be practicing.
There you go.
I got it.
Now you'll be an
I
expert.
got this. So
Don't show me up, all right?
I will.
Don't show
We
me
will
up.
see you soon in the studio. It's like a storm on the range 2014 with Rock 105.